Javier Abu Eid is a political analyst and former communications director for the Palestine Liberation Organization, joining us live again from Amman. As we heard there from our reporter in New York, what do you think the outcome will be of the Emergency UN Security Council? Because they keep meeting throughout this time, and Israel is still continuing what it wants to do. Is it likely to bring any results?
Thank you, Sarah. I think those 14 countries calling for this meeting are doing what they have to do. It's one of the tools of the UN Charter. Unfortunately, there is one country which has a veto right. It's called the United States, that is not opposing so far this latest announcement of a major aggression in Gaza City. And therefore, I don't think that the result or the outcome of this meeting is going to be any different than previous meetings we've had. Even though we may be witnessing a turning point at this stage, because the announcement for ethnic cleansing in Gaza City is something that has not been welcomed even by some of Israel's closest allies, including particularly the case of Germany.
Mr. Javier, as you were saying, in particular Germany, I mean, Germany has stood by, for obvious reasons, with Israel throughout this, saying it has the right to defend itself. And now it's come out saying that it would stop its military equipment, to stop it sending it, at least temporarily. Is that likely to do anything? And is that an indication that things could perhaps change if they do put more pressure on Israel?
We have to be clear, Sarah, that Germany is complicit in the ongoing genocide, and this is too little, too late. But nevertheless, it's the first time that Germany supports a concrete measure against Israel's genocide. Germany is one of the countries, the 4 or 5 countries that constantly lobbies within the European Union against taking minimum steps, like, for example, suspending the EU-Israel Association Agreement because of Israel's obvious violations of human rights and international law. But for Israel to have a country like Germany is suggesting a very minimal, I would say, step, which is to hold some of their weapons being traded to Israel. I would say it is an important step, and once again, has the potential to mark a turning point in Israeli-European relations.
And when you talk about relations, Donald Trump here, the US president, hasn't come out saying anything about this potential, or confirmed takeover of Gaza City. We don't know in what capacity it will happen or when it will happen. How much of the US's influence is existing, if at all? Because it seems, again, Israel is ignoring anything anyone is saying and still going ahead with what it wants to do anyway.
The main difference, Sarah, is that this genocide is being committed mainly with US weapons, and President Trump could certainly stop the genocide if he wanted to. I think he's looking at more domestic implications of having a call like this, and I'm certain that President Trump personally is not pleased with what Benjamin Netanyahu is doing. Nevertheless, there is a huge responsibility on the Trump administration, also on the previous Biden administration, for allowing and sustaining this genocide. But I think what's more important is the fact that this transatlantic relationship between the US and the EU, that they constantly try to at least coordinate in some matters, including here on Israel-Palestine, it's being weakened. The EU itself, the President of the European Commission and others, they have not shown the will to stop Israel, and therefore that has pushed individual countries within the European Union, including Spain, Ireland, Slovenia, but even now Germany, to take individual action. This is a significant change, but once again, too little, too late, considering that we are at over 60,000 Palestinians killed in this genocide.
Yeah, and something everyone's been warning about for a very long time. Thank you very much, Javier Abu Eid, there, for your analysis on all of what's going on in Gaza.
Thank you, sir.
Don't miss out. Get a full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.